Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. So there is a lot to unpack today. First things first, we already knew that 3 Hours Capital was going to file for bankruptcy. They're not located here in the United States, so they filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 15 here. And then following that, because of huge exposure to 3 Hours Capital, you had Voyager Digital. Yes, the same Voyager Digital that was being bailed out by several companies. I believe FTX was one of them. So they filed for bankruptcy too, Chapter 11. Now, take those two and you look at Celsius and you kind of go, it's only a matter of time before Celsius bites the dust, right? The only other option that I can see is Celsius does file for bankruptcy, but the assets get sold to an interested other party. That would be very interesting depending on who is able to acquire those assets, of which there are a good amount. Voyager Digital has about 100,000 creditors and about $1 billion in assets. So it's not a small, trivial business. So that's something to think about. Something that's been bothering me is all the FUD that's swirling around. It seems like people that want to spread FUD are picking and choosing who they go after, and the latest ones are going to be USDC, right? And another one is Crypto.com. Crypto.com is, I believe they're on schedule to be the third largest global exchange. That would mean who's ahead of them? Binance and Coinbase, I think. I forget, but they're not a small player in the space. But there's FUD. Oh, liquidity problems and problems around decreasing their withdrawal limits. And CEO came out and said, "Yeah, no, that's total BS." Another company, Circle, that's fighting FUD, and their CFO had to come out and say, "Listen, we don't have those kinds of problems. We don't have to manage risk because we're already minimizing risk." There is a statement that he actually put out. The CFO is first name is, I think his name is Jeremy. Jeremy Fox. And he said USDC reserves are assets that belong to USDC holders, not Circle, and are wholly held in segregated accounts designated for the benefit of USDC holders. I'm just sitting back and I'm going, yeah, we're in a really hosed market right now, both in the stock market as well as the Cryptoverse. And I sit here and I look at that and I just go, people, get a hold of yourself. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. There are tons of projects out there that you can easily point to and say, yeah, not going to make it. How about we give the stronger ones and the strong ones a chance to actually survive and grow into something larger, right? Just putting that out there for you. The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort. Now, you have to take a look at this guy and say to yourself, he is not stupid. This is not a stupid man. He's a very smart man. And he's saying, listen, if you want to combat the current, economic instability, Bitcoin is your choice. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, wow. Because again, earlier today on CNBC, I listened to, Kramer go after crypto again, naming Coinbase and others. And I just sat there and I'm just like, wow, is this guy so removed? I mean, I have a lot of respect for him with regard to stocks, that space. But is he so far removed from what's going on in the Cryptoverse? And when I say Cryptoverse, I mean the broad space of the crypto economy, right? We're talking about cryptocurrencies, Web3, NFTs, metaverse plays, DeFi, all of that being the Cryptoverse. And he's still sitting around talking about crypto's dead. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, I hope he changes his tune and kind of walks that back a little bit and says, it's not that crypto's dead. It's just that, it's hitting a rough patch just like the stock market. Okay, there are stock market companies, or publicly traded companies that have hit just as hard at times, sometimes in some cases worse than the crypto sphere. I mean, literally this morning, I sat on a call. Rebel Visions is a principal member of the Metaverse Standards Forum, and I'm looking at all of these ridiculously talented people leading crazy cool projects that are talking about standards for interoperability in what is a metaverse. And it's not the metaverse, it's a metaverse. And you have each one of these different metaverses, and people are saying, wouldn't it be great if they would be interoperable? You already have standards bodies, that are, building the technical level of things. And then this body is to try to bring all that together in a way that brings more companies into the fold to go forward and keep standards open and indeed standard, as well, obviously interoperable. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all these people. I'm listening to what they have to say, the discussions that we're having, and I just go, wow, this is a part of the Cryptoverse. So for all those naysayers that are out there that are talking about, it's not doing anything, it's dead. Listen, you know not of what you speak. Shut up. You people spreading around FUD, you know not of what you speak. Shut up. Do your own research. Understand what's really going on, formulate a valid opinion. I'm not saying that I have to agree with your opinion or disagree with your opinion, but come up with a valid opinion. And let's discuss. Be happy to. Maybe you'll teach me something. I would love that. I love learning. But just looking at everything that's going on in the space, it's what's going on, how it's going on, who's involved. We're sitting on a panel where you've got the likes of Rebel Visions Corporation, which is about this big compared to Microsoft and Meta and all these people all sitting at the same table. Humble to be sitting next to each other, working toward a common good. That's amazeballs, truly amazeballs. So to Neil Trivette, and the Kronos team, hats off to you. Thank you very much for pulling this all together. It's not a small thing. It's huge. There are a lot of us that are involved, a lot of companies that are involved. I think the last count was over 750 or something like that. So there's a lot going on in the space, and I can attest to it firsthand. On the other side, you know how these countries are, screaming about how, they don't like crypto. They don't want crypto to do this, don't want crypto to do that. Well, the U.S. Federal Reserve held a panel, and the output from that panel was CBDCs will have a limited scope of utility with regard to cross-border transfer of funds. There you have it. So with that really does say, without saying, there is a space for crypto. There's a space for the Cryptoverse, and there's a space for CBDCs. Of course, you will scratch your head and you'll say, well, if I have the Cryptoverse, what do I need with CBDCs? That's kind of country level. That's really kind of country level. Because you have major corporations, major businesses, major financial institutions that are, flipping cross-border, funds using crypto. Like, no big deal. Boop. That's it. Not to mention the additional utility around the various blockchains that are out there that are optimized for specific utilities. Look at XRP Ledger. I reported on that yesterday, how Colombia is going to import that or utilize that ledger on their land registration system. That's huge. In Brazil, I reported that there was another company that's going to integrate crypto into how they do business, the ownership of property. There is a lot going on and a lot of utility in crypto, in the Cryptoverse, as I call it. I think you should do your own research. I do my own research so I can grow my bag, and there is a lot of research out there. Do not do a cursory review When I do my research, I don't pay attention to, oh, hey, these top 3 picks based on the numbers and metrics. And that's really nice to get into numbers and metrics. And that can be an automated thing where you can have, little notifications pop up when something happens, and you can look at the top X that fit that criteria. That's nice. That's nice. I'm talking about going a little bit deeper. Understanding why Chainlink is the biggest and baddest oracle out there. Understanding why Ethereum is the strongest out there with regard to smart contracts. Understanding what the value of Bitcoin is. Why you would use Cardano. Just understanding the various projects that are out there. And here I am just talking about cryptocurrencies and not even getting into the various metaverse plays and Web3 plays and everything else. I had a great conversation with a marketing company yesterday, and we spoke about how they could leverage their services in the metaverse. So there's a lot going on. Do your own research so you can grow your bag. Let's get into the numbers, because today is actually very interesting. Very, very interesting. Be nice if I got my mouse back. There you go. All right. So let's just refresh this real quick. Let's go. Okay. Should be good now. All right. So looking at the numbers that are here, there's not a lot of down, right? Down stops right there. Up continues. Okay. So who's up? I know Bitcoin is up. I know Ethereum's up, just not at these levels. They're, less than 5%. But Avalanche is up 8%. Who else do I like up here? The Sandbox is up 9%. Nobody else really that I'm screaming about. Ethereum name service. I'm using both Ethereum name service for some domains as well as Unstoppable domains, by the way. And not one of them pay me to say that. I'm just letting you know that I do know about this one, and it's up 7%. Just saying. So you do have some things going on. You have Decentraland that's up 6%. You have Quant that's up 6%. Do some research on Quant. I actually like Quant. I did a video about them a while ago, again, referencing ISO 222. So go search my videos and go peep into that. That's really cool. The Fear and Greed Index was 19 yesterday. It's 18 today. Again, a trailing number. DeFi, all right, TVL is at 75 billion. Bitcoin is back within my inner band. It's back up. So we were down for a while. You can see that right here. Right? We were down for a while, and then we got back up. We're still bouncing around at the bottom half of that band. Highly possible we'll come back down, come back below 20,000. But Bitcoin's trying to get there and maintain. I do like what I see. Again, numbers are up, but they're still in a very for sale space. Again, almost everybody is at a stage where the value or the all-time high is 80% off, 75% off, 90% off. Huge sale value right there. So I'm in on a lot of things. Go back to my original video that I did a couple of months ago. I told you the 11 coins that I'm really focused on. That's where I'm focusing for my dollar cost averaging. So go take a look at that video. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto. If you like what I'm doing, what my kids are doing, what I'm trying to teach them, and the journey that I'm on, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and absolutely hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping a new video. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.